Happiness is where you find it. That's the tagline of the Happiness Revolution. It's a campaign that promotes the discovery of joy through a healthy work and life balance.
The Happiness Revolution is a movement to create positive social change by helping individuals improve their happiness, mental strength, and life satisfaction. A series of small activities were released over 5 weeks in January and February. Each activity was based on positive psychology research, and responses were gathered from students during visits to NTU, NUS, and SIM, as well as on the campaign website.
But is finding joy really that simple? To find out, I'm joined by Ash Teo Ya Shi. She's the campaign manager for an NTU final year project about the young adults in Singapore. Hi, thanks for joining us, Ash.
Thanks.
So Ash, perhaps a very interesting question to begin off with is, what inspired your team and you to start this project about happiness?
I think when we all went on to our internship, we actually found that it was kind of hard to manage the transition from going to school to going to work, because when you're in school you have a lot of leeway to extend deadlines and you have a lot of support from your professors and your friends, but when you're in work you're all alone. So I think that was one of those things that we found ourselves struggling to deal with. So we thought that teaching young adults as they make the transition to the workplace, if we could find a way to help them improve their mental resilience as they face all these new challenges, and that would be something that we're interested in.
So your target audience is specifically tertiary education students?
Yes, that's right. We are looking at students who are about to enter the workforce or who are making some major decisions in their lives about what they want to do in the future. Because also when we decide what we want to do and when we go out to the workplace, it's very different. So this is something that we want to help these tertiary students manage.
So, just a personal question. Have you found happiness?
Well, I think that for everyone, happiness is different, of course. And for me personally, doing this campaign, it helps me find out what makes me happy and how to manage my own mental resilience, because our campaign is not about making you every day very perky and happy, but rather it's more about helping you to manage and cope when bad things happen, so that you bounce back better and you're able to cope with the difficulties in life. Because as you know, bad things will always happen and you can't always be happy, but you can learn to better manage it.
So this concept of mental resilience and its link to happiness, they are both rather abstract. Can happiness be measured?
I think happiness as a concept, it can be measured in maybe economic perspectives or psychological perspectives, and our campaign looks at it from the psychological perspective, which is why we have sponsors such as the Health Promotion Board coming on board as well to help us, because from a psychological perspective, positive mental well-being is not just something that concerns the mentally ill, but even for healthy adults and young adults like you and I, we can do something to improve our mental well-being. So that's really the psychological perspectives, because when we improve our mental well-being, we can reach our full potential and improve the other areas of our life as well.
But is there any physical measure for happiness or mental resilience?
Yes, there are actually some very different scales which have been developed by different psychologists. One of the scales that our team actually looked into while we were doing some background research was actually this Asian Mental Wellbeing Scale, which was developed by Dr. Chang Wei-Ning. She's actually an ex-professor from NTU Psychology. Yeah, so she has done some research in the area, and there are also several other psychologists who actually look into this concept of mental well-being and have come up with their various surveys.
Okay, so how would you consider success for your campaign?
I guess what we want is, of course, we would like to hit the numbers that we're looking for, to have likes on our Facebook, have people reading our website. But of course, just like the concept of happiness itself, measuring the success of our campaign won't be as easy, and it's not going to be something that we achieve in the short term. But we do hope that in the future, our sponsor Health Promotion Board will actually be taking up this campaign and maybe extending it over the next few years, because in the ideal situation, we promote this idea over the long term, and people will slowly get used to the idea that, hey, everyone needs to look out for their mental well-being and not just the ill.
That's pretty interesting. Now speaking of which, you were saying that you're hoping that HPB Health Promotion Board would continue on this project. So would your team and you be involved in the future of this project?
Of course, when we go out to work, we won't be able to be as involved as we are now. But certainly, if we can help with mentoring the future generations of students or volunteers who want to carry this out, we will definitely help where we can.
I see, I see. Do you think that as a population or as the youths in Singapore, are we becoming more and more unhappy?
I think that to a certain extent, yes, because as more problems in the world happen with especially economic crisis and stuff like that, we begin to focus on very concrete and monetary issues, and that's unavoidable because it is a real concern. And we're not saying that all these concerns are not important, but we are teaching people an additional skill by which they can manage these problems as well. So it's not just that people are becoming more unhappy. It's just that there are more things happening, which makes it harder to deal with life.
That's true. It's very, very. I'll say that right now, a Singaporean youth's life is actually extremely difficult and stressful at times. So, bringing back to you, how do you think you would react if your campaign isn't successful? Would you still be happy?
I think that, well, of course we'll be a little disappointed, but which is why when we do our campaign, we also did our pre-campaign surveys, and we're going to conduct, post-campaign evaluation, because most importantly, we want our campaign to be something long-term. So even if it doesn't do as well this time, we want to know why, because we do want this movement and all these messages to spread.
I see.
Yeah.
How about, could you perhaps share with us what are some interesting tips that we can improve happiness for us?
Okay, basically on our website, we actually have different small activities that anyone can go onto our website and participate. And let me just take out some examples. One of our key activities is to think of 3 good things that happened today. And it can be very, very small things, but if we actually focus on the good instead of, the unhappy things that happen in your day, it can actually make you feel better and like, hey, it wasn't such a bad day. Yes, some bad things happen, but good things happen as well. So it's just really simple activities that you can practice on your own time. And you can go to our website to find out more activities.
Thank you very much, Ash, for joining us today. We really wish you all the best, both your team and you, for your campaign. Now, next up, traditional music with a twist. Stay watching.
In conjunction with the annual Nanyang Arts Festival happening this month, the NTU Chinese Orchestra presents Transient Reminiscences. Held at the Singapore Conference Hall, it was a night of pure musical enjoyment.
华族乐你在知道，在新加坡水平非常的高，发展的很快。我觉得有必要在年轻一代的这些乐手身上呢，灌输一种新的意境，就是说我们在玩音乐，而不只是在演奏这个乐器。Yeah.
Chinese orchestra music is no longer all about traditional folk pieces. In order to keep up with the times, NTU Chinese Orchestra have a few surprising tunes in their repertoire.
那这是我们选的2首南洋风格的曲子，一首是牛车曲，一首是节日。牛车曲在新加坡是很典型的华人社区，那里面广东人啊、福建啊、潮州啊，流行着他们各自独特的那个地方音乐。那么这个曲子呢，就起了其中一些题材。另外一个曲子节日呢，是利用了在小印度啊，代表了新加坡多元民族的一个色彩。
In our multiracial society, a united passion for music brings people of different cultures together. The Chinese orchestra community is no longer shrouded in exclusivity. Any person interested is welcome to participate.
Our strength has been increasing steadily over these few years, and the proportion of international students have been increasing. We have students who are currently in JCs and polys, and also we have students from NUS who are also helping us. We have support from People's Association Youth Chinese Orchestra, and also there are prospective NTU students who are currently serving in NS.
Students juggle with massive workloads in school, but their enthusiasm for Chinese orchestra provides enormous motivation.
I'm currently in 3rd year in the School of Biological Sciences, and I've been in Chinese orchestra for 3 years. Most of us don't stay in hall, and we have to practice till late into the night. And some of them stay in Hougang, stay in Bedok, stay in Pasir Ris, and yet we still stay till 10 plus, and we have to reach home at about midnight. So I am very humbled and motivated by these passionate members
Nanyang Arts Festival is also featuring many other acts up to 16th March. Be sure to look out for other exciting performances happening around NTU campus. This is Melanie Low reporting for Nanyang Spectrum.
Well, that's the program for today. I hope you enjoyed it.
If you've got any comments or you simply want to know more about what you've seen on the show, we want to hear from you.
Write to us at ntu.spectrum.tv@gmail.com.
Also remember to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/SpectrumTV.
And don't forget to join our I Love Spectrum contest. All you have to do is visit our Facebook page to get the information. There, you can vote for your favorite photo for a chance to win some great prizes.
I'm Teoman.
And I'm Cynthia. Thanks for watching Nanyang Spectrum.